What did you do in that bathroom?
I took a shit.
Oh, can I watch next time?
Feels like let the boys want to train on me for like 48 hours straight. I can't.
What did he say? Again! Big breath! Drive! 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 Oh, Jesus Christ. Huh?
This guy's high more 8s.
He has 8s? I don't feel so bad anymore. All right. I guess when you think you have it bad, someone else has it way worse. Ooh. Either my calves got bigger or I'm just really swollen. I can't feel my legs. Why does it smell like cinnamon? I was about to say, it smells like Christmas in here. Whoa, like cinnamon and ass. All right, that did not go anywhere near as planned. However, I will say I did definitely go heavier on my barbell than I did with my SSB in the last block. So I can't exactly be too mad at that, especially for a week 1. It has been a while since I touched an actual barbell on my back, so my setup was a little bit weird. My bracing was weird, my footing was weird. On top of that, having a little bit of tightness on the right hip. So as I'm coming down, I can feel it kind of loading a little bit in a way that I don't want it to, but it's all good. It's all good. We're gonna adapt and overcome. It's a top set, so down. Probably go 363 for the back downs. Pretty easy. Sets of 6, 2 sets 6 for RP 5. Should be fine. All right, so I'm gonna spit some knowledge for y'all. So for any of you who are squatting high bar, the biggest thing is you're going to be having the bar on your traps, right? So you're already gonna be so front loaded into the quads, you're naturally gonna have to shift your weight more forward into the quads as you're dropping down. Because if you are trying to overly throw your hips back, unless you're really long from the torso where you naturally have to lean over, you're gonna end up pitching yourself too far forward. Okay, if you have a long torso and long femurs, or any variation of the two, it will be in your benefit to lean over a little bit, even as a high bar squatter. But if you are shorter torso, like myself, being a little more, not upright, but still bringing the rib cage down, slightly setting the hips back, pushing the knees forward, will allow you to get low enough and still load the quads while creating foot pressure to drive out of the bottom. Okay, so hopefully this helps some of you with your squat technique. I don't know, I might throw in some tidbits here and there through some of the vlogs, so maybe it'll benefit some of y'all. If not, take it with a grain of salt. So this is what happens when you don't read your program ahead of time. I had set a regular bar bench press. I have bow bar. So whenever you use this bar, I have a love-hate relationship with this bar. It allows me to really focus on more internal rotation of my shoulder, so I'm able to load my pec a little bit more. I know a lot of coaches teach a lot of external rotation. The only issue with that is if you over externally rotate, you're going to end up over tucking. So the elbow will no longer be under the wrist as you're pressing. So you want to maintain that as much as you can. So you have to practice and have medium between external and internal rotation. So luckily this guy will allow me to do that, so I can practice a better stacking, so I'm not so overly tucked when I'm bench pressing. I do attribute this to being one of the biggest reasons I'm able to bench as much as I do. If you have this piece of equipment with you at your gym, I highly recommend you use it. But if not, just continue to get as deep of a stretch on your normal accessories as possible. Also do the same trick as well. So let's get through this. You put the lime in the coconut. I'm probably one of the dumbest coaches in the industry. IRONBEARD strength. I can't guarantee you Sheffield, but I can guarantee you at least one medal in your career. Yeah. Shit, I was caught. I'm about to diamond gym your ass.
No.
Oh no. On the hill! Why did we decide to do powerlifting? Worst decision of our lives. Oh. My back just cracked. Oh. Is the next day, which would make it Tuesday, and it is bench day. So I'm gonna end up just putting squat and bench onto the same video, make it easier for myself to edit. Might just be a longer video, which I think for the most part you guys are pretty used to. I have a client coming in right now, and then afterwards we'll go train. It rained in California for the first time in like a bajillion years, so it's actually cold, so I gotta turn the rotisserie chicken on, so that way we can warm up the gym a little bit before my client gets here so they don't freeze their behinds off. So actually, let me do that right now. Oh yeah, let me show you guys the gym. This is my home gym. So I built this a while back just as a means of being able to train clients back during like COVID era. So after a while, I kind of just built it to be a nice little spot. Ta-da! So eventually I would want to open my own facility so that way I can have more powerlifting based equipment. So, you know, being able to build a hub and a home for powerlifting would be really, really dope. So we can host some really cool meets and kind of impact the community in the right way. Have some ideas. So hopefully we can get that underway in the next couple of years, but that requires money that I don't have. That was my client. Text me they're gonna be late. I kind of knew that already. Onto bench. So Future Mario, take it away. Mario from the past. Now we're at the gym. So we got bench, so let's get this thing going, and hopefully we don't spontaneously combust. I'm gonna do a full review on the Odyssey bench mat, so shout out to Odyssey for sending one out so we can test it, and then we'll go from there. So we got top set of 5, then back downs at 5, should be pretty light. So without further ado, let's get this shit done. All right, so the goal for this off season is to kind of build up my bench press and just my upper body in general, so I'm able to push towards that 402 bench press finally. Hopefully we can hit it during nationals next year, but won't know. The best bench I hit was 385 in training for the meet this last October, and then in the actual meet itself I hit 374, but I don't know, bench for me isn't my best strong suit, although I do have a decently strong bench, but we'll see come meet day for Nats. But once I hit 402, that's it. I ain't trying to push that anymore. So let's work to it so that I can focus on deadlift for the rest of my life. If you want to warm up your hands, you just put your hands in my pants. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here, you. That'll show him. Go! Be a dog! Fucking dog! Drive! Again! Drive! Again! Big breath! Drive! 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 Had a fucking dog! Had a fucking dog! Okay, so that was the training session. Nothing too crazy. The last 2 days have been a little uneventful when it comes to the overall content and the vibe of the training sessions. I'm still trying to get my rhythm as far as like how to talk to the camera, how to be entertaining and all that fun stuff, but sometimes your boy just ain't feeling it all the time, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, still having a great time when it comes to training. I honestly love training more than anything in the world. Even if I didn't have powerlifting, I probably would still try to find a way to push myself in training as much as I can, because as much as I love competing in powerlifting, it isn't the only thing that fuels me. It's also just the journey and the process of getting stronger and stronger as I go along. Because ultimately that's what powerlifting is, right? It is the journey, the long process, learning how to change your mechanics, getting bigger, getting more muscular, having to adapt as much as you can to life and its different struggles and everything. So we'll see what happens as the block progresses. But as we progress into the winter season, I do want to touch on something. This might be a little bit touchy for some people, but I feel like this is important, okay? Going into the winter months and even outside of the winter months, I want to make sure all of you understand to take care of your mental health as much as possible. I am someone who is a big supporter of taking care of your mental health as much as humanly possible, because you never want to end your story too early. And I know it can be very difficult out there. I'm just some guy on the internet, so take whatever I say with a grain of salt, I guess. But just know that this is coming from a place of love, because as someone who struggles as well, I don't feel like anyone should have to go through any of this alone. So if you are struggling with your mental health, just understand that there are resources out there, and they're stronger than the things and the battles that you are trying to overcome mentally, okay? And whether it's through physical activity, if it's finding your creativity or finding your voice in the world, whatever it might be, you have the capability of being able to overcome this one step at a time. And that's the only way you can do it, is just one step at a time, putting one foot in front of the other. As hard as it might be, I know you can do it. And I just want you all to know that there is always a reason to still be here. And I really hope that this reaches someone and it, gets the message out there, so that hopefully we can all get through this together, because there's only one way that we can get through any of this crazy time we call life, and that is together. So I know that was a little bit touchy, but I feel like it's important to put out there, because it's not going to be the last time I'm going to bring it up, since I want to make sure that that message gets out to the right people. Because whether it's powerlifting, bodybuilding, strongman, or just some person out there watching my video, which would be crazy, I wanted to make sure that you guys understand that there's a lot of love out there, and I love you guys. I love every single one of you who are watching this video. So if you got to this video, I love you, mwah, love you. So we're going to keep this train going. So hopefully we can continue cranking out these videos. This will be a 2-in-1, so it'll be a little bit longer. It's fine. You guys saw the other one. But yeah, so with that being said, guys, like, comment, subscribe, and as always, hit those PRs, and I'll see you on the bottom.